Noche and beyond. And what a... matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Dylan Brooks out there with Jalen Green. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward.
First team foul.
And so here's Orlando. Here's Bitadze. Buries the long-range jumper.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now, here's Isaac. Driving the lane. Kicks it out to Banchero. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Caldwell Pope against Brooks. Şengün passes to Brooks. Fires the 3. And Şengün with the basket on the assist by Brooks.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Suggs. And he banks in the lane.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside. Not allowing the contact to hold him back.
So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams, and he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I love coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing. One-on-one here. Caldwell Pope for 3. Şengün with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Ooh, the double clutch. And it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Smith already understands you have to be unselfish if you're going to gain the respect of your teammates and coaches.
On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Wide open shot is on the money.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here is Smith. It's tipped. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Suggs. The shot from the low post is good. Suggs has got his second basket of the night.
Raw speed helps Suggs out there, keeping him ahead of the defense on the fast break.
Orlando leading by 5. Isaac kicks to Caldwell Pope. Isaac a screen on Green. Back to Isaac. And here is Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. Isaac misses.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle. That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Now Green after Jonathan Isaac's three-pointer that didn't go. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Last season, the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Count it, good.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Inside. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Isaac passes to Suggs. Lets it go with the three. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Smith, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Here's Suggs, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Magic. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
Both on the floor at the 3 and 5, it's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. Then there's Black, and it's Houston in at the 2 guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Now, here's Wagner. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Black, no good. Rockets trail by 4. Whitmore finds Green. Back to Whitmore. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Here's Black. And he converts the layup. Black's got his first points of the night.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. Pass to Eason. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Eason against Wagner. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet at the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Black. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Rockets trail by 6. And Van Vliet, here we go. He gets that one. Van Vliet's got his first bucket in this one.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
And it's Wagner missing. The Rockets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that one's good, Wagner. Wagner's got the lead up to 7 now for Orlando.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Rockets trail by 8, and that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that three-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
Poke loose. Fires from deep. De Silva, no good. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Adams, the pass to Easton. Back to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Black. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Magic have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Pass to Easton. Just 5 on the clock. And they pick up 2. Easton's got 4 points this quarter. Magic leading by 3. Wagner outside. A 3 off the mark. Rockets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Pass to Whitmore. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. There's the screen, and Wagner drives in. This one for 3, and there's Wagner on the assist from Wagner. Wagner's got himself on the board with 3 there. Van Vliet passes to Easton. For 3, and it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Kicks it out to Wagner. Back to Black. Pass to De Silva. Wagner wide open. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so it's the Orlando Magic ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
So on the floor for Houston, the post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Jalen Green is out there with Brooks, and it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Thompson, and he drives in. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. That's on Jonathan Isaac. The Rockets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
2 shots.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Magic leading by 5. Banchero is screened for Suggs. Pass to Bitadze. Takes the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Bitadze's got 9 points.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Now Suggs. Brooks covering. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Oh, terrific move offensively from Suggs. He is locked in on that shot and finished.
And it's sent back by Isaac. going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Green taking his time here. Smith outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 7. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Suggs. Pass to Isaac. It's stolen by Smith.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
Out to Thompson. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Here's Bitadze. He's got 9. Brooks grabs the board. And so Brooks will bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 5. Outside, Green. Takes it inside, and he makes that one. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Here's Bitadze following the basket by Jalen Green. Caldwell Pope pass to Bitadze, and Thompson sends it back. Caldwell Pope goes up again. Isaac outside. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Magic lead by 5.
And Isaac has proven to be more than capable with his mid-range jump shot. He keeps it up high in the air so the defense doesn't really have a chance to disrupt his rhythm.
Now Banchero following the miss by Jabari Smith from deep. Banchero kicks to Suggs. Launches it from deep. Rebound by Smith.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Thompson. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Orlando leading by 5. The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skill?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
Şengün, no good. Orlando's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, and knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. The young fella can elevate. And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Hits the three-point bomb.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Suggs. Kicks it out to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Pass to Bitadze. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And it's Houston on the break. Brooks for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Brooks has got his second bucket of the night.
And when he's locked in on defense, Brooks is a force. Almost a one-man fast break waiting to happen.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Orlando with their lead. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Both on the floor at the 3 and 5, it's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. Then there's Black, and it's De Silva in at the 4 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Shepard. Eason down low. He's defended by Wagner. Eason's shot is good.
And I like how Shepard keeps things simple. When he notices someone on his team is open, he is more than happy to move the ball.
Rockets trail by 6. Kick out to Adams. Pass to Whitmore. Back to Adams. And there's the drive. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Magic leading by 6. Here's De Silva. Drains the three-pointer.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Shepard the pass to Eason. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Black kicks to Wagner. From downtown, Eason grabs the board. And stolen by Wagner. It's good. Houston's got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Magic?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right. They get it again. Tries again. Pass to Shepard. Ball's knocked loose, and he stays with it. Back to Eason. Whitmore sends a screen for Eason. 3 on the clock, and another shot. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Whitmore missing. Magic leading by 12. Here's Black. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Adams' shot is good.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Here's Black. Pass to De Silva. From outside, off the mark. Rockets trail by 13. It's up a 3. And Whitmore gets it to go on the assist by Green. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the wing right side. Now Shepard. A baseline J. Outside Green. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Isaac with the steal. And Carroll outside. There's the triple. Hits it from three-point range. And the Magic lead by 13.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Orlando's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. There's the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Magic.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paolo Banchero.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Banchero. Plays it up and banks it in.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Now, here's Suggs. Here's Bitadze. Knocks down the three ball.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down. And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that
attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now here's Fox. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Johnson in at the 3. Wembanyama, no good. And Caro outside. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Spurs on D. Here's the pick. To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And with the leaping ability that Caldwell Pope possesses, he knows when to bounce to the rack and throw it down.
Suggs, the pass to Bankero. Driving in. Sohan with a rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Now here's Johnson. Wembanyama, screen on Caldwell Pope. Right wing from the arc. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Johnson.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Batadze. Pass to Isaac. Back to Batadze. Stolen by Wembanyama. To the paint. Over to the left wing. Castle for 3. Fires in the triple.
Always ready to fire. Castle wasting no time.
The Magic have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Suggs. And he slams it in one-handed.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
First team foul.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And Batadze gets it to go.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. And here's Sohan. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, cashing in close, Caldwell Pope. Showing you there, he's more than just a jump shooter.
The 3 from Wembanyama. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Bankero left side. Pass to Suggs. Back to Bankero. Suggs surveys the D. Now here's Isaac. And there's the drive. That one's good for 2.
Isaac really quick in the pick and roll. Once he sets the screen, he does a nice job rolling quickly and hard to the open space.
Here's Wembanyama. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Suggs. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter. You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Suggs outside. And the bucket is good. Suggs has got 7 points in the game.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Picked his pocket. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. Orlando leading. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Bancaro outside. The three ball. Buries it from 3.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for Orlando. Scoring, passing, imposing. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys stat-wise?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. And it's Black in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you.
Always ready and willing to fire Vassell from the corner.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
From behind the arc. Houston, no good. Spurs trail by 5. Pass to Vassell. Back to Paul. Barnes the screen. Paul against Wagner. Shot clock at 5. Paul with the bucket.
Paul knows exactly which angle he wants to take on that shot inside. That just comes from great awareness.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Mamukelashvili checked in for San Antonio.
You know Paul is looking for these shots, and as the defender, you have to be anticipating this.
Pass to Wagner. Takes a 3. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And so Paul will bring it up for the Spurs. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. For Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And the three-pointer goes. De Silva's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Out to the right wing. Here's Champagny. Three-pointer off the mark. Magic leading by 4. And there's the screen. Here's Houston. He's guarded by Vassell. Houston, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Mamukelashvili. Nails it from 3. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know their circle actions, like flash into the open spot.
And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
Line for Orlando. Da Silva. 2 shots. People is under video review for NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. 1:43 left to play in the first half. It's Barnes on the wing. Still no points. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Franz Wagner. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for San Antonio?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Here's Mamukelashvili. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
To the wing, right side. Here's Houston. It's stolen away. Outside Barnes. Mamukelashvili. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. And now a 4-point San Antonio lead.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And it's Wagner missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Back to Vassell. 3-pointer. Pure from 3-point range. Mamukelashvili's got 10.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wagner outside. Shot to stop the run. And the layup is good. Wagner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Textbook play inside. Wagner doing everything right in that case.
Pass to Barnes. Puts up a 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end. Always in attack mode.
Stolen by Vassell. And so it's San Antonio finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their work from distance. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court for San Antonio, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points, closer in to the hoop.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
And rejected.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
Sohan outside. Pass to Johnson. Fires the three. No good there. Magic trail by 5. And the Magic pushing it up now. The three from Suggs. Rebounded by Fox. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Wembanyama for 3. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. And Carroll from close range.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Spurs lead by 6. And here's Fox, outside for Wembanyama. Uncovered. And he nails the jumper. Wembanyama's got 16 points.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Here's Banchero. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama scanning the floor. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It's a one-on-one situation. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. Trailing by 8. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Sohan. Sinks the tray. Sohan's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Off the catch, Sohan is pretty reliable. He's a smart shooter, and he won't pass up those high percentage opportunities.
Wembanyama from deep three-point land. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Bataze attacking. Caldwell Pope against Fox. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on De'Aaron Fox.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
And the second free throw is good. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation.
Yeah, check out Castle firing from the corner. The rookie putting up a confident shot.
Suggs, no good. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 13-5 run. Picked up by Sohan. Johnson for 3. Out to Fox. Pass to Castle. Here's Sohan. Gets the 3 ball to go. Sohan's got 6 here in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The 3 from Wembanyama. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
And we are used to seeing bigs these days hit threes, but the skill of Wembanyama from deep is impressive.
Suggs with the bucket.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Magic trail by 14. Right side, Caldwell Pope. Here's Bataze. Off target from outside. Now here's Johnson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Tipped. Dives for it. Castle for 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Hit a couple. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. but it does make it stand out a little more than is made by the big fella.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. And it's De Silva in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
And that was from way outside. Wagner's confidence, really exceptional.
Paul looking it over. Pass to Mamukelashvili. There's the screen. Clock at 6. Vassell outside. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
The response. Devin Vassell saying, I can hit a 3 too.
Driving inside, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Spurs?
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let up in sight.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
Here's Vassell. No good on the triple. Magic trail by 12. Banked it in off the glass.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Drains the triple.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Jacks up at 3. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Pass to Paul. Here's Mamukelashvili, defended by Wagner. 3-pointer. Can't get it to go. He's shooting 6 for 7 so far in this one. And the Spurs with some changes. Castle comes in for Champagny, and Fox is subbed in for Paul. Magic trail by 16. Suggs, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Back to Suggs from deep. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
And the Magic pushing it up now. Wagner with it. He's picked up by Vassell. And Wagner gets it to go.
He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the 3 in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Soft touch off the glass. Mamukelashvili's got 8 points in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but
Banchero getting creative.
I mean, you talk about it factor. Banchero's got it, man. What a move.
And Fox, here we go. The 15-footer. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Mamukelashvili's got 10 points here in the second half. Here's Wagner. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop him.
Mamukelashvili. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Banchero with a screen on Fox. Caldwell-Pope, the pass to Banchero. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
Barnes the screen. Mamukelashvili, no good. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. It's stolen by Fox.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Spurs.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Out to the wing. Wagner inside, working on Barnes. The three from Suggs. And another three for Orlando.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Sends it home from three-point land.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
12 seconds left in the game. Fox for three. Off on that one. And so it's San Antonio with the W. They have to feel good about this performance.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's and the start. Group for the Spurs. They've got Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward position. And for the Rockets, they've got Brooks. Smith is out there with Thompson. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. And that one's good. Green.
Nice poise inside from Green, showing how comfortable he is amongst the trees.
Wembanyama outside. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Thompson finds Brooks. Back to Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Dylan Brooks. And that's good.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Here's San Antonio. It's a 3-point game. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Good. Wembanyama's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Wembanyama outside. Sinks the triple. Wembanyama's got 9 points.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, Green. Houston moving it around. Brooks finds Thompson. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talents, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Here's Wembanyama for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Rockets trail by 6. On the wing, Brooks from the arc. It's good from long range. Brooks has got his second basket of the night.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Here's Thompson. Here's Adams. They kick it out to Green. And another three for Houston.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Barnes. Still yet to score. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
Barnes hits them both. Houston's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Rockets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And Green slams it in.
So quick on the drive. When Green is slicing with confidence, he is hard to stop.
Takes a three. And it's Victor Wembanyama with the three.
3 points.
Wembanyama's got 19 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Nice shot by Smith.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Wembanyama, no good. Rockets trail, and even 3-on-3 break. Fox with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 4.
Oh, wow. Gotta love that one.
Wow.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on. Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll return shortly. And we return to the second quarter, and no Jay Latino. Specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. The cell in the wing along with Johnson. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the center. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Paul's got his first basket.
Wow, even against contact, defense does all they can to stop Paul inside, and he still slips by them.
And Şengün throws it down.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Great Kentucky native Reed Shepherd followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college years.
How cool was that? His dad winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA. Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail.
Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Lets the three fly. The three-pointer is right on target. Mamu Kelishvili has got 6 points.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. And the three off target. It's trailed by 4. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
And it's Paul with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
San Antonio's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Now, here's Vassell. He's guarded closer. Sohan finds Johnson. Here's the three. Şengün with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
That gives them the lead. Eason's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And I like how Shepherd keeps things simple. When he notices someone on his team is open, he is more than happy to move the ball.
On the Wayne Johnson. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. And stolen by Şengün. And there's Shepherd on the assist by Şengün. And now it's a 3-point Rocket lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. Şengün with a screen on Vassell. Shot by Eason, no good. San Antonio's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And the basket by Vassell.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
Here's Shepherd. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Here's Eason. 2 points, that one goes. Eason's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Count that one. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Tate with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Tate the pass to Eason. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run wild. They're thinking about the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Dylan Brooks out there with Green. Then there's Amen Thompson. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Smith in at the 4. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. This is his second trip to the line in this one. And Adams, no good on that one. San Antonio's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. Houston in the lead. Adams down low. Barnes on him. Adams' shot is off. Outside Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Back to Smith. Pass to Green. Smith outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step back 3, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
And here's Barnes for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Outside, Green. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Wembanyama against Smith. Victor Wembanyama.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Here's Fox. Still without a basket. Pass to Wembanyama. No good on the triple. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. Here's Adams. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds in the game. Lets it go. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. 34 points for Victor Wembanyama. Pass to Smith. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Back to Smith. Here's the floater, and it's in there. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Oh, 3-ball, Wembanyama!
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
A new lineup here for Houston. There's 1:34 left in the 3rd. Now, here's Vassell. Whitmore defending. Vassell outside. And with the screen, shot clock at 5. They grab their own miss. Vassell wide open. Buries it from 3-point range. Vassell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. Knocked away. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
58 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Pass to Whitmore. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
This is what I love about Whitmore, his fearless attitude and that ability to draw foul.
And both free throws good for Whitmore. 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Sohan. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Off target from outside. Rockets trail by 6. Şengün drives in. 11 feet away. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
To the left side wing. No one near Shepherd as he lets it go. The Rockets again can't hit.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and Tate lays it up and in.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here's Shepard, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offense. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping the ball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, the forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Devin Vassell out there with Paul, and it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the shot is good from Johnson.
His playmaking is trending in the right direction. Vassell has shown steady growth in that area.
Here's Şengün. Buries it down low.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
It's Vassell on the wing. Whitmore defending, 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Mamu Kelishvili.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
Şengün drives in. And Şengün throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. It's trailed by 6. They get a hand on it. In transition, here come the Spurs. A nice shot by Sohan. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Rockets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Offensive rebound. Şengün makes it off the glass. Şengün's got 6 in the quarter.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And that one's good. Mamu Kelishvili.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Rockets making a change here. Şengün's checked in. Got that one up quick. Wembanyama's got 39.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
Şengün trying to free himself up. Thompson with the bucket.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cut.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Smith with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Thompson outside. Houston now working with the new shot clock. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Smith.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
Wembanyama passes to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Over Smith. And that one's good. Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 43 points.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
It's good. And now it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
From outside the arc, that one doesn't go. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wasted no time on that one.
This one has been all about Amin Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 6-point game.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
The kick out to Fox. And here's Barnes for 3. Şengün with the rebound. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Both free throws good from Green. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're behind by 4. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
Here's Green. 3 from the inbound. That shot is off. It's off. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
And so off the tip, it's the Magic. And the starting lineup for the Magic. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Batadze in at the 5, down low. It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Banked it in off the glass.
Using the pick there, Green saw the opening and let it fly.
Suggs finds Caldwell-Pope. From outside, off the mark. Green with the ball. Caldwell-Pope covering. And there's Green on the assist by Şengün. Green's got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Isaac. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
He felt the defender closing out to him, and Banchero let it fly. That catch and shoot ability is a weapon.
First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half in. Count it. He's got 7.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Got it. And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
For Orlando, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Atase with a screen. Back to Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly, and that's good. Contavious Caldwell-Pope for 3.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Green against Suggs for 3. Smith. It's rebounded by Batase.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Isaac finds Caldwell-Pope. Here's Batase. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And a quality find there by Isaac. It's really nice to see a big guy watching the floor for opportunities like that.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end. His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
You gotta at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Counted from distance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. 6-point lead. The quick look, no good that time. Houston has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. On the wing, Caldwell-Pope. No good on the 3. The Rockets have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Magic leading by 6. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Eason. Here's Şengün. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Suggs, the pass to Batadze. There's the triple. Connects from downtown. Batadze's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. For 3, Smith. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Paolo Banchero getting it done. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys stat-wise?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the three, Mo at in the middle, and it's De Silva in at the four-man position. Wagner with a steal from the arc, and again it's Orlando with a three.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Thompson, no good.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner, not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
And he makes it. Wagner's got his first points of the game. It's intercepted. Here's Black. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Whitmore to end the run. Knocks down the triple. Whitmore's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Yeah, Shepard has a knack of getting his teammates open looks.
Puts up a three. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Orlando leading by 9. He shoots it. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Here's De Silva. Wagner outside. There's the three. Adams grabs the miss.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Orlando has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Here's Black. No points so far. Hits the trifecta.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Adams finds Tate. Out to Thompson. From downtown. Counted from distance. Thompson's got 5. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things. And when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks. And so here is Orlando following the score by Houston. Over to the wing. Wagner for 3. Rockets with a rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Into the lane. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Here's Black. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Rockets trail by 6. And here's Shepard for 3. Nails it from 3. Shepard's got his first 3 points of the game.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
De Silva, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Houston has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Knocked away.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Kicks it out to Wagner for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wagner's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And it's Adams missing. And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, you gotta like what we're seeing from Amin Thompson.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Jalen Green is out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Eason in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Banchero. After the basket by Houston. They get it back. Suggs outside. Pass to Banchero. Kicks it out to Isaac. The 3. Rockets with a rebound. Here's Brooks. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep. Brooks has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Offensively, Brooks can be just relentless, constantly looking for chances to get his team points.
Takes the 3. Matase can't hit. And so Şengün will bring it up for Houston. 4-point game. Down low. Banchero outside. To the left side wing. Here's Matase. Gets the 3 to fall. Matase's got 11 points.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Green, the pass to Smith. Back to Green. 3rd quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. 6 to shoot. Green somehow misses the two-handed jam. Orlando leading by 7. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. They get the rebound. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 11.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
He buries it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
First team foul.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Batadze. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Eason can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 4 of 8 in the 3rd. Suggs, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Takes a 3. Orlando with the rebound. Batadze's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. Fires for 3. Eason pulls it in.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Green. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. This is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Magic leading by 7. Houston passes to Black. And the three-pointer goes. Black's got 8 points.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
From outside the arc. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Howard down as the whistle blows. 3-point play opportunity.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Wagner, right side. Out to the right wing. Houston passes to Wagner. Offline with a 3. Rockets trail by 10. Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Houston. The Magic shooting at a respectable 49%. The 3. De Silva, no good. Houston has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Tate outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist of the night. Magic leading by 7. That's tipped. Oh, stolen by Tate. And here they come. Deflects the pass. Pass to Adams. And here is Thompson with 2 seconds left. And he lays it in. He's got 13.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the court for the Magic, the Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. And it's De Silva in at power forward. Here's De Silva. The 3 is up. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Left side, Whitmore. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask
for down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Houston making some changes. Şengün checked in for Adams. Eason comes in for Tate. And Green is subbed in for Shepard. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Thanks for that, Allie. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Rockets trail by 3. And here's Green from the arc. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Eason against Banchero. On the wing, Caldwell Pope connects from downtown. And the Magic lead by 6.
Don't sleep on Banchero's ability as a creator. He wants the best shot possible, even if it's not his own.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Launches a 3. Another shot. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando leading by 6. Pass to Suggs. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. And stolen by Suggs. Banchero outside. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 8 now. The layup misses. Orlando has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Suggs left side. 4-3. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And here's Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. The Magic shooting about 43% on this one. Back to Caldwell Pope. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Batase. Orlando again missing. Rockets trail by 6. And stolen by Banchero. The 3 is up. And Batase gets it to go. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of it.
Here's Batase. No good from outside. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. And Şengün throw it down.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. On the wing, Whitmore. Isaac covering. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1.
And that sequence keeps them competitive in this one. Great job cashing in at the line.
Suggs, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Orlando again missing. Rockets trail by 4. Outside Whitmore. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
First free throw is good. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. And he's unable to get the second one.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Batase. 1:02 left to play in the 4th. And the shot goes in.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Easton with a steal. Green against Suggs. The open shot by Thompson. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Pass to Batase. This one for 3. Easton pulls it in. Up top, Şengün. He connects!
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And so Orlando takes the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And I paper break, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now the starting group for Orlando. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero, and it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant. Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Isaac a screen on Fox for three. Caldwell Pope. The shot, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the paint. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. Here's Wembanyama. And the shot goes in.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Here's Bitadze. Fires the three. Kept alive. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Fox, no good. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now, here's Suggs. Defended by Sohan. Bitadze, no good with the triple. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Johnson outside. Spurs passing it around. And the basket by Castle.
That jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Here's Suggs. Plays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Wembanyama against Banchero. Knocks it loose. Suggs with the steal. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Magic have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
And so it's San Antonio with it, following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And that one drops. Castle's got 8.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Caldwell-Pope pass to Bitadze. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
It's Fox with the drive.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
Spurs have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Now, Fox. After the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, here's Wembanyama for 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Banchero kicks to Isaac. Pass to Suggs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Caldwell-Pope for 3. Fires from way outside. And it's Banchero missing. It'll count, and it's sent back by Isaac. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Magic lead. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Call out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Barnes. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5. That's the San Antonio 5. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. He's defended by Wagner. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. Here's Houston. Wagner, right side. Vassell drives in. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Latre drills the three-pointer. Vassell's got his first 3 points of the game.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
And it's Wagner missing.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Vassell kicks to Barnes. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. There's Wagner with the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. The Spurs have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. There's Mamu Kelishvili. He's defended by Wagner. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. 5 on the clock, so they take the lead. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And you know, Barnes is a really good all-around talent, a skilled passer for a guy his size.
Orlando ball.
Here's Black. He has yet to score. Drills it from outside. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Wagner, a sneaky athlete, maybe better than some people give him credit for. Showing you explosion right there.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Got a piece of it. Wagner passes to Houston. Rebound San Antonio. Vassell outside. It's Vassell on the wing. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. He's defended by Wagner. Vassell wide open. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Franz Wagner at the line for one.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult
rules, there will be 2 minutes to review the play.
everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion. Great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
Magic leading by 3. Deep 2 from Wagner. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. The Spurs have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Paul. Counted.
Good job executing in tight. Paul doesn't fear anybody when he's in attack mode.
Pass to Houston. No good on the 3. San Antonio's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Wagner from long range. Drains it from beyond the arc. Wagner's got 8 here in the quarter.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
Barnes. Pass to Champagny. The shot comes out. Nice defense from Wagner. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Launches it. They get the rebound. To the wing on the left. The 3. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Hunting for that shot. Wagner wants to eat.
Mahmoud Kalashvili passes to Barnes. Barnes the screen. Going inside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Magic. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Franz Wagner displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And so in the game for the Magic, in the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Bitadze in at the center position. Suggs dishes to Caldwell Pope. Misses in close. Spurs trail by 7. Here's Fox. Diving in. And it's Fox with the jam.
and one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Fires for three. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Offline with his three. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
Spurs passing it around. Back to Wembanyama. They double-team Wembanyama. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Fox against Caldwell Pope. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Suggs has got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Fox. The rebound by Bataze. Magic leading by 6. Here's Caldwell Pope, and that one is hammered home.
So quick on these drives, as quick as a hiccup. Can't let him, Caldwell Pope, get into the lane like this.
Sohan finds Johnson. Back to Sohan. Johnson outside. Down low. And it's Fox with the jam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Bataze. Suggs looking around. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Hey, you can see that former football player mentality and history on display with Suggs. He is fearless.
Here's Sohan. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists in the game. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fox against Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Paul. It's deflected.
Wagner, so good with his hands, but he's a smart defender, too. Positioned himself well to come away with that block.
No one covered. And now a 10-point Magic lead.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Paul surveying the floor. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good. Mamu Kalashvili.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Black, no good. Spurs trail by 7. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Barnes kicks to Vassell. To the middle. The kick out to Barnes. For the 3. And so it's Orlando, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. They've got Harrison Barnes. Chris Paul is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Champagny in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. And it goes down 2 points.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Wagner left side. Wagner passes to Black. Wagner a screen on Vassell. And Wagner has it in the corner. Misses the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Ripped away. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Houston. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Orlando?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Magic leading by 8. Here's Wagner. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Really like how Wagner has really gone after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
Ball kicks to Vassell. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
San Antonio making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Bangs home the trifecta.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Vassell left side. Shot to stop the run. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Barnes. Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And it's Banchero missing. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Vassell, the pass to Barnes. Banchero against Vassell. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Bitadze. Drives to the hoop. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bitadze's got 5 points now in the quarter. And it's Vassell in the corner. Wembanyama, a screen on Suggs. And the basket by Vassell.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Hands it from downtown.
Hey, you got to love that response. KCP not wasting any time getting those points back. Right back at him.
And Isaac throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Wembanyama, that's for 2. Here's Castle. He's covered by Banchero. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Vassell, no good. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 15-6 run. Suggs up and in on the layup. And the Magic lead by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Magic.
their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Franz Wagner.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good.
When you're the #1 pick like Banchero, the expectations are through the roof. But Paolo is well grounded. He's got his feet on the ground, head squarely focused. He's embracing the challenge and meeting it so far.
Barnes kicks to Johnson. Wembanyama left side. Castle misses.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
On the wing, Isaac. Here's Bitadze, defended by Wembanyama. No problems knocking that one down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
They double team Wembanyama. On the wing, Johnson. Wembanyama outside. The three. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Wembanyama. Caldwell Pope for three. And again, it's the Magic from deep. Suggs with the steal. No good there. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner of
thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. We've got him in Thompson. Dylan Brooks is out there with Green. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Green. Thompson outside. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
Even though Fox is just 6'3", he's got some hop, showing them off a little bit on that play.
Up top, Şengün, covered by Wembanyama. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
Good on the second one. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Here's Thompson. Şengün, the screen. And here's Green from the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And it's Fox missing. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Thompson finds Green. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Continuing to improve that three-point shot. Green hits this one.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Houston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Brooks. He shoots. Smith outside. Hits a three-pointer.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. And Houston another 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's Wembanyama. 6 points for him.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Brooks outside. And here's Thompson for 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Pass to Johnson. From deep, Wembanyama. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Out to Thompson. Now here's Brooks. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
A throwback wing. Dylan Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Wembanyama against Smith. Out to Fox. Here he goes. And Fox powers it home.
Yeah, Fox can be so slippery on the drive, making those little adjustments to get by the defense.
And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4" skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Here's Eason, finished off the break.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
It's tipped.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block. Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Now here's Wembanyama. 11 points in the game. Johnson against Brooks. Pass to Castle. Just 5 to shoot. The 3-ball. Fox the pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down hard.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. He can't get that one to fall. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's Houston. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Rockets.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. We've got Cam Whitmore, Jeff Green out there with Alperon Şengün. Then it's Shepard, and it's Tate in at the 3. Now here's Green.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Outside Paul. Pass to Champagny. They set the screen. Here's Bassi. Here's Champagny. He's covered by Tate. Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
That one falls.
And not only can he burn you from deep, Shepard is also skilled inside. Just great work there.
Vassell passes to Champagny. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Outside Tate launches it. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And so Paul will bring it up for the Spurs. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell is progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Right wing. Going inside. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic. Rockets trail by 7. Pass to Şengün. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Count the basket.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Champagny. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And Şengün throw it down.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Knocks down the long J.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
Back to Green. Pass to Whitmore. Vassell with the rebound. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 17-6 run. Barnes, no good. Rockets trail by 9. Here's Tate. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Now here's Şengün. He's got 5. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams and missed out on those big guys.
Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Fires from deep, and that's good. Vassell for 3. Vassell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming. Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he drops the first. Good on both. There's 47 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Champagny. And here's Barnes from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Green. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Now here's Vassell. Out left to the wing. On the wing, Vassell. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Champagny. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. Champagny's got 20 points.
He's having a remarkable first half from three-point land. He's been dialed in since the moment he's...
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
36.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Johnson in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Rockets trail by 6. Pass to Green from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Green's got 8 points.
Okay, that's some impressive range from Green. Daring the defense to cover him that far out, but look, he can have that.
It's Johnson with a drive. Sohan outside. From deep, Wembanyama. Smith with the rebound. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one misses. And one guy who's just scratching the surface of his potential, Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's still very young, still gaining strength. But his upside on both ends is enormous.
And he gets that one.
So quick on the drive. When Green is slicing with confidence, he is hard to stop.
Wembanyama, screen on Brooks. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Three-pointer, no good. Houston has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Smith, a chance there to take the lead, but a miss. San Antonio leading. Wembanyama down low. Brooks defending. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Johnson. The three, Smith. Rebounded by the Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by Eason. Sohan, right side. Outside Johnson. He drops it from range. And now it's a 6-point San Antonio lead.
Nice shooting reflexes on display from Johnson. He's got such a quick release. It is off as soon as he touches it.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Outside Wembanyama. Poke loose. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And they're on the run. Eason, pass to Smith. Lays it up and banks it in. And now just a 2-point Spurs lead.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Woo!
BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 12 points in the game.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Wembanyama finds Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Back to Wembanyama. The 3-ball. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got 4 rebounds now. Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. The 3. The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the 3.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
And it's Green missing.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Wembanyama down low, working on Green. Wembanyama with a bucket.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And he gets it to go. 14 points for him.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And it's Fox penetrating from deep. Johnson. Johnson a screen on Smith. Smith against Wembanyama. Good work there as it goes. Wembanyama's got 26.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Here's Eason. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Here's Sohan. Pass to Wembanyama. Fox against Brooks. And it's Fox penetrating. Fox on the take.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And here's Thompson for 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Jayshawn Tate out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Alperon Sengun. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Shepard in at the point guard position. Tipped away and stolen by Paul. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Pass to Barnes. Barnes a screen. Here's Champagny. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Rockets trail by 9. Here's Shepard. Back to Tate. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Champagny. San Antonio's going 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Kicks it out to Barnes. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. And now a 12-point San Antonio lead.
Such a good facilitator. If your defense makes a mistake, Paul will find the open man.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Keldon Johnson comes in for Champagny. Castle's checked in for Vassell. And Fox is subbed in for Chris Paul. And Houston will go for a different look here. Smith, he's checked in for Sengun. Thompson comes in for Tate. Dylan Brooks checked in for Whitmore. And Jalen Green subbed in for Shepard. Pass to Barnes. The 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Wembanyama. Barnes with a screen on Brooks. The 3 from Wembanyama. On target from range. Wembanyama's got 16 in the second half.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Whoa!
Nice!
What a huge jam!
Gracious.
Big time right there.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head.
Oh, come on! Victor Wembanyama!
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Eason, pass to Green.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Five to shoot. Thompson goes in. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Fox on the take. Thompson against Wembanyama. And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it. Rockets trail by 13. Outside for Brooks. It's stolen by Fox. Knocked loose. It's an even 3-on-3 break.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Takes it inside. Outside for Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists in the game. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Smith against Wembanyama. Here's Thompson with the drive. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Spurs.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And what a huge performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Fox Fox deciding where to go with it. It's Barnes on the wing. Takes the three. Drops in the three. And the Spurs lead by 18.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
Mark it time of death. Does that mean we get to officially enter garbage time? I vote hopefully yes.
Pure from three-point range. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth. Outside Barnes. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Fox. Here's Castle. Back to Fox. Just 4 to shoot. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Green against Barnes. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Houston. Smith outside. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight. And the